This is Dave Mehmet of Lotto Odds and A1Pick3. It's August 30th, 2025. Okay, I want to make a tutorial, okay, reviewing AI Pick Three's features, and I want to give you just a small practice of how to use this tool to be able to reduce numbers drastically, okay? So anyway, the site has been made to be very basic and simple to use and to understand. A lot of people in the past have said that Lotto Odds has been complicated for them, that they couldn't understand it and they couldn't get it. So we made this site to be very basic, to understand and to be able to operate. But it's very powerful. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to use and how easy it is to reduce numbers drastically. Okay? So I want to go over the features up here, and then I'm going to go down here with the tabs. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to get deeper into this, what this all means here, how to utilize that, and then we're going to do a practice run with it with the filters. So basically here we have United States. We're going to add more countries to it. We have here all the states that we have in Lotto Odds. Load and refresh page. You know what that means. Force update all. Okay, so for example, you come here and Lotto Odds has not updated the draw yet for that time period. You could just click that and force an update for it. Okay. Here is the remove draws. So we have 730 rows here, as you can see here, which is also 730 draws. That is the main feature here. Okay, this is how you first start by reducing numbers. Depending how many rows you want to remove, the program will know how many numbers to remove. So, for example, if you want to remove 100 rows, in that 100 rows, there may be like 70, okay, or 60 numbers in there, okay? So it doesn't mean if you put in 100 here, it doesn't mean 100 numbers are removed. It means 100, excuse me, draws, let's say, draws, because rows are draws and draws are rows. All right, and this is the calendar here. So if you click calendar, you'll see all the pair of sums, 15 pair of sums. All right, and you'll see here the draw times and singles, doubles, triples. You can, if you turn this off, you'll turn off all the pair of sums, and so it'll help you out, speed things up for you. All right. And now, and a lot of you already know about the pair of sums. The ones who don't, novice players who just joined or whatever, if you go to YouTube, Lotto Odds channel, you'll be able to see many videos talking about pair of sums and learn about them. They're just patterns. So here, the filter, you have the first one, you have all draws. It shows you everything. Repeat just shows you the repeats right here. You have 730 draws, which is showing up here also. Then you have repeats is 525. Out of the 730 draws, there were 525 of them repeated. Okay, and then the unique repeats. So out of the 525 repeats, only 176 of them were unique numbers. Okay, and within those 176, they kept repeating until they reached 525. Okay, so you can isolate those like that. And then you have the morning, day, evening, night that you can isolate. Here you have the AI analyzer. It's actually implementing AI to help you understand the site. You can ask it questions and it'll help. We're working on it to make it more efficient and more comprehensive. Okay, so for example, you click it here, it responds pretty quick, very fast. You could talk to it naturally and fast, and it will respond. It'll start writing really quickly. The voice, we're going to work on that and see if we could speed it up, but it has a delay in the voice. For example, click this and then click it on to talk, click it off for it to start processing. For example, tell me about AiPick3. What is it all about? Send. And then there you go. See how fast it goes, and you can start reading. Yeah. All right, take this out. It's nothing to save. Anyway. All right, so yeah, so you could start reading there or wait for the audio to start, but that is delayed right now. We're gonna try to speed it up for you.
The AI
Up.
Pick3 app is a dynamic tool designed specifically for enthusiasts of the Texas Pick3 lottery. It's all about providing users with comprehensive data analysis to help them make informed decisions and spot potential patterns in the lottery results. Here's what the AI Pick3 app offers: live lottery data. It pulls the latest Pick3 lottery results from Texas and 35 other states. This includes all draw times: morning, day, evening, and night. The data is updated hourly to ensure you have the freshest information at your fingertips. 2. Pattern recognition. One of the standout features is the pattern strings table, which displays results along with unique coordinate codes. It highlights repeat numbers in red, making it easier to identify recurring patterns that could be significant. 3. Filter and customize. You can filter results by different time periods and number patterns, such as singles, doubles, and triples. Additionally, you can choose how many past draws you want to analyze, tailoring the data to your specific needs. 4. Coordinate system. Each number in the draw has a unique position code, like 000A211BBB, which helps in understanding the distribution and frequency of numbers across different draws. 5. Box number analysis. This feature covers all 220 possible box combinations, which aids in understanding the broader landscape of possible outcomes. 6. Easy data export. With its copy features, the app allows users to export data for further personal analysis or record keeping. Technically, the app is built with robust modern web technologies like React and TypeScript and uses a PostgreSQL database. Its design is focused on providing real lottery results and efficient data handling, making it a reliable tool for any Texas Pick3 lottery enthusiast. Overall, the AI Pick3 app is about giving you tools and insights to decode the complexities of the lottery, enhancing your ability to make data-driven decisions. If you have more specific questions or need help with any features, feel free to
Okay.
ask.
Okay. So she just basically went over just basic, but oh, this site does a lot more. It's so much more powerful. All right, so we're working on that, okay, and then we're going to be later implementing AI to also do pattern analysis to help you out with that as well. It'll be, for example, we'll have a button here, click it, and it'll be able to help you reduce the numbers by identifying certain patterns that may not be repeating. High probability they won't repeat, so the AI will be able to reduce it. Also, AI will be able to research multiple states to look for certain patterns that you want. Also, to be able to provide you with alerts. You just have to talk to it and tell me set this alert or that alert, and email it to me or SMS it to me. You know, it's going to be very comprehensive. Okay. Now let me go over. So I went over this, right? Singles, doubles, triples. Here now, this filter is number filters. You have multiple filters in here. Let me just open it up like this. So you've got the digits, right? 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9. That's for the pick three. You could remove digits and it'll just remove the numbers. Okay, like that. And these filters work with the lottery result page, the play numbers page, and the box numbers page. They'll remove them all at once, those numbers. So when you activate these, they're going to affect those three tabs. All right, and then you're going to see the numbers like being reduced here. See on these, like if you take out like 2, see how it goes, it changes. See if you go like that, it starts reducing like that. So, and next one is the pattern filters, for example. Um, so it's low, high, odd, even. Okay, low, high, and odd, even. We're dealing with boxes. There's only 4 of the low, high. Okay, and then the 1-2 sums. Okay, 1-2 sums is only 4 patterns, and this is pretty cool because the 1-2 sums. When I tell you later, we're gonna when I discuss it more further later about the lotto pool, we're gonna put a lotto pool in here, and they're gonna be based on all these 4. And I'm going to show you how it's going to get down each lotto pool. It's going to get it down to like under 30 numbers, like 20 something numbers, the lotto pools that we're going to be playing. And we're going to be winning uh, a lot, okay, multiple times, okay, in the week. And I would say almost every day, basically, if all the numbers are chosen. Anyway, you have number sets. If you don't know what number sets are, you can go to again YouTube channel, and check out the previous videos and you'll understand what the number sets are. But for the experienced lotto odd members who are utilizing this, know exactly what that is. Binary, you know what the binary is. Again, if you don't, go to YouTube, Lotto Odds YouTube channel. You're going to be able to find out what that is about. This is pretty cool. It's pretty powerful. Click it. It can reduce numbers drastically. Look at that. Did you see that? 144. Click it. 86. Just one of them. Did 2, 49, 20 numbers left there. All right. And then you get the letter filters. This is new. Letter filters are based on here. All right. Lotto Odds doesn't even have this. So it's based on these here. These. See that? The vertical and the horizontal, right? Vertical and horizontal. So one letter equals singles, two letters equals doubles, three letters obviously equals triples. This helps a lot because the filter is here. All right, the filter is here. Okay, down here. See letter filters. It helps because it identifies what numbers wind up winning the most. You see here? Here they go. These are the numbers, okay? The row numbers. All right. All right. Should say the the card numbers, because they're cards. So as you can see here, you don't see a lot that are in the 20s. You see that? Right? And it starts from like, you see like 30 and up. So what does that mean? It means you could take out quite a bit of numbers, like 30 numbers. So you take out C, it starts 30 here. You could take out A, B, and C. That's 30 numbers gone off the bat. So if you took out, look, it's 100. You want to take out 100 draws. How many numbers are in there, right? Are we know that by looking at this? 76. So 76 numbers were taken out of 100 draws. Then you could come here and take out A, B, and C, right? Because you know that trend wasn't hitting a lot of A, B, and C levels. So you're going to go A, B, and C like that. So it takes it down to 124 numbers. But oh, we're going to get it down lower than this. This is nothing. All right, and this is doubles and triples. So if you thought, for example, singles were going to win, you do that for singles, you're down to 51 numbers right there off the bat. But we're going to go much lower than that. I just want to go over this with you. So now getting down to, oh, the pair sums. Pair sums, you should know what that is. You can turn it off and isolate a pair sum. That's basically what it is, and I'll show you what the numbers are with that. All right. Lot of results. Hold on, let me refresh this. All right. Lottery results are basically just lottery results, the draws, okay, one after the other consecutively. And then here, the red is what has been repeating, okay, the numbers that repeat, these, the 525 numbers. If you click this, 179 shows you the previous one. If this one repeated too, it's not the original, it's not, right? It's not the unique one. So you click it again, it takes you down to the other one that repeated from. And then again, it takes you down now to another one we repeated from. Then again, it'll take you down. There it is now. No repeats after this. It stops here. So it actually started, wow, started repeating at January 11th, 2025, because remember, we got 730 draws. So that's when it first hit, if you're looking at 730 draws. But if you change this to 100 draws, right? Let's see how many times is one. One. Okay, so in 100 draws, it only repeated one time right there. Okay, not bad. And look at this. 24 repeats, right? In 100 draws. Only 24 times numbers repeated. That is awesome. What does that tell you? Because if you think you're trying to go for these, you're trying to catch for the green, or if you want to, you think a repeat's going to come out, you could try to go for the repeat. Okay, either one. But as you see the trend here, there's more green, a lot of greens hitting. Look at that, okay? So you're trying to go for the green. So it means that if you think a green's going to come out here, you can take out 100 draws, right? 100 previous draws, which will reduce the numbers drastically for you. In this case, it took out 76. And it took you down right off the bat, took you down from 220 by doing nothing but just adding, saying I want 100 draws out. It took you down to 144. And from there, you could start doing other filters to reduce it. I'm going to show you when we get to the practice section of this tutorial. All right, so now what else? Yeah. So these are the row numbers. These are the winning digits, and this is tells you if it repeated, if it didn't. These are the cards from the box numbers here, right? The number cards. It could tell you which rows hit the most, and it helps you reduce them. You saw the filter. Here, dates, you know what that is. The draw times, okay? Morning, day, evening, or night, as in the case of Texas, states like Texas. All right. Here we're just doing box right now. We're working on the straight aspect of it, so you're going to be able to in the future click this, and it'll be giving you straight numbers. Now, with the play numbers, once you come here and you do 100 and you think like 100 draws, remove 100 draws, and you think this is your sweet spot, and this is where you think that the next one is going to hit a green or whatever. Once you're set with that, you go to the play numbers. Now you could start looking at even more patterns, deeper patterns, okay, with the pattern strings for the numbers, and you could start utilizing the filters up here to reduce the numbers even more. And this is 76 that was reduced by you entering just 100 draws that you wanted removed. And here is the remaining numbers out of the 220 numbers after removing 76 numbers. All right, and you got copy buttons all over. You got copies, two copies here. You got copies in the box number and copy in a lottery result page. All right, and the box numbers, it's very simple. I just showed you before, and just has the 220 numbers and three sections: singles, doubles, triples, and it is numbered. It starts with um, alphabets vertically and horizontally, okay? And then it has these cards, number cards. They're numbered from 1 and it goes up to 220. Of course, there's 220 box numbers, 220. Obvious. So that really lets you know because again, here they go. Look at that. What do you see? What do you see? Look, let's go back here. What do you see? What do you see this? Look. In A, B, C, or whatever, what do you see the ones to the tens, the 11s to the 20s, the 21s to the 30s, even how many 30s do you see or 40s? Look, that's why we created that. Because look, it's 60s and 90s and hundreds. Look, 30s, right? There's one, two right there, right? But 50s, they tend to be higher than 30. Like, see, where's 40s? Where's the 40s? It's not anywhere. So that's like 10 numbers you could take out in an additional. So that's 40 numbers you could remove. 40 numbers additional. So if you saw that, right, and you're playing both doubles and singles, you could take out 40 numbers. You could come here and take out A, B, C. So that'll be 30 and then 40. A, B, C, D. It takes you down to, look, 119 numbers right there, right? And that's just basic filtering, okay? That's just basic. Because we're going to utilize these filters and get even lower, way lower. All right, let me put that back here. All right, so and by the way, you're gonna look at doubles or singles, right? Singles hit the most anyway. If you're playing for doubles, isolate doubles, okay? And you're gonna be dealing with a lot of less numbers, okay? So we know what box numbers are. In lottery sites is basically just lottery sites. They have links. They all have links to the Pick3 pages, okay? So you just could click them and be able to be directly sent to them and you'd be able to see the winning numbers from the state lottery sites. All right, let me see. That's basically it. So see how simple it is? It's not difficult at all. Now, I'm going to refresh this. Make sure I don't have any filters on. And I want to show you just one sample here, a practice, show you how powerful this is. Okay, I want actually two because I want to show you the 1-2 sums that we're going to use for the lottery pool. And we're going to get that up and running as soon as possible. Hopefully by the end of the month we'll get the lottery pool up and running. That is going to be so much fun and we are going to win so much. I'm thinking that we're going to win almost every day. We're going to be winning. Okay, that's how powerful this is. I'm going to show you. First, let me show you this. You should start with the calendar and you should look at what, pattern is due. We call them pair of sums, all right? So they're colored here. Very simple, colored. All right, if you look at here, right, and just to let you know, if you're a novice, 8s and 9s repeat the most. So let's do that. Let's concentrate 8 and 9, see what's due. So let's turn on all the 8s and let's turn on all the 9s and see what's actually due. All right, so here's all the 8s and 9s. So you see that, oh my God, see, look at that. They're winning like every day. They're hitting like every day, and this is Tennessee. 3 draws a day. Look at on the 26th. It hit like every single day, every single draw. Okay, so this is the one I would focus on this. Okay, so now you see this coming out, and you're not sure if it's going to be the pink or the brown, right? So then let's go deeper. Look at look at the actual number here, right? The 1 2, the 2 2, the 3 3. What is due? Look, can't you see that 2 1? You don't see 2 1 here. Look, 2 1's right there. So why don't you isolate that? Let's see, 2 2. You got 2 1. Let's see, just 2 1, 1 3. Where's the 1 3? Wow, where's the 8 1 3? How far back is that? Wow, it's right there. So let's isolate 1 3 and 2 1. So we're gonna turn off all this. 2 1 and 1 3. Let's see where they are. Oh, wow, wow. Look at that. It's way up there. It is due to hit. Let's look at a previous state. Let's see how far, how many times it hit. Look, hit that week, didn't hit that week. Yes, yes. Previous, okay, previous month, which was June. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we know regularly that it tends to hit 831. So we know that it is extremely overdue to hit. And 2-1 as well. Okay, so let us do this. Let's go for, let us do 813 first. 813, right? Let's do 813. So what we're going to do is, oh, and I need to explain this to you. You know what? Let's just do this practice, and I'll just go over this at the end. How to, the gaps, what you're looking for. Actually, you know what? I have previous videos. I told you that you're looking for just trends. So you're looking for a sweet spot is 730. If you do 730, you see the repeats here. So if you're going for the green, you just go like try to find the sweet spot where meaning how many draws you want to remove so you can see here more. So when you know that a red is going to come out, it's highly likely that a green will come out after it, like you see here. And then you could play for the greens. That's what that basically is. Okay? And the green numbers would be here that you're playing for. But you could also now play for the red because it's reducing. The filters would also reduce both. Okay? So if you get them low enough, you could play both of them. All right? So let us isolate the pair sum of, we did 100. Yeah, that's what I like to play, 100, 150. Draws to remove. We're going to isolate the 1, 8, 1, 3, right? So we turn them all off. They'll be red when they're all off. Go 8, 1, 3, right? Now look at this. Guys, 5 numbers. 5 numbers. Yes, they will win one of these, and they're doubles and they're mixed up. Oh my God, can you get any better than that? Yes, it will win. 813 hits next, and it's green. One of these 5 numbers will be the winner, guaranteed. Okay, when this works. Okay, tested it many times. The filters are working like lotto odds. This works. Okay, but look at this. You have now 7 numbers in the red. So you can play both. So if green winds up coming out, okay, green or red, and you played both, you're going to win if 813 hits next, okay? Now, this is doubles. If you think a single is going to come out with 813, right? Then you're going to just, and look at this. First of all, I want to look at this before I isolate singles and doubles. It isolates, right, for you, okay, when you use the filter. 813, there it goes. Double already hit. Single, 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 double, single. All right, so it creates a bit of a high probability that a single could hit next when 813 hits. Yeah, a double could hit next. Okay, this is not guarantees. This is probabilities we're working on. So let's say the single is going to hit next when 813 hits, right? So isolate singles and look at this. one number. Oh, yes. That number will win. Guaranteed. That number will win if the winner is green that shows up next. But then look, you have five numbers here. So why just play green when you just have six numbers total? Play them both. Okay? 813 hits with a single. It's going to be one of these. I'm telling you, guaranteed. All right, that's how simple it is. All right, let's do nine. And you know what? You still could reduce them even more, but why would you want to reduce them with just six numbers, right? Because I would take you through, these filters and go over these filters and reduce them even more. But six numbers, guys. If you want to go down to one number, go ahead, keep reducing them. Let's just do, let's take this back, doubles and singles, and let's turn this off and let's go to 921 now. Okay, 921. All right, it's 17 numbers that it's showing you. 17. So if 921 hits next, okay, it's going to be one of these. If 921 hits next with green, it's going to be one of these. Okay, either singles or doubles. Okay, and then you have only six numbers on this side. All right, not bad at all, okay? So that's 23 numbers you could play all together. So if 921 hits next, it doesn't matter if it's a red or green, you'll be the winner. All right, so if you isolate, if you think it's going to be singles, and let's see here, doubles already won here, double, double, single then hit. Can another single hit? High probability. We could be looking at, yes, another single hitting. Double, double, double. Double could hit, but three doubles hit back to back here already. So can another three doubles hit back? Yeah, but low probability will happen again that soon. So we could be looking at another single there. So do this and go singles. Now look at this. We got 13 numbers there, only 16 numbers between the both of them. But you can go lower than that. Okay? Look at here, even, even, that came out, even, even, all right? If you think that's not going to come out, then utilize this filter here and take out the even evens. Okay, let's see how many numbers we have here. Okay, 14 numbers right there. Okay, I'm going to take this back. All right, and then let's go for another filter. Look at here. The binary, you have zero zeros coming out at the end here. If you take out the zero zeros with binary, let's see how many we have left. So 0, 0, wow. There you go. All right, so 13 numbers you have left. Okay, so, and you could keep going if you want to. So you have it down here. And hold on, I want to bring this back. All right, because as you reduce these, the numbers are going to be reduced here. And it's a good thing. I'll tell you why. Because as you reduce them, it actually shows you, okay, what the remaining patterns are. Okay, so if that pattern does hit, right, when these patterns hit, you could see the other patterns that you could remove as well. Okay, so you saw even, odd, odd had already hit with this pattern. Okay, because you removed 0, 0 out of here at the end. You have these now that's showing you what will come out. Okay, and then even, odd, odd, if you remove that, and then it gets even lower. For example, as you remove even, odd, odd, even, odd, odd, we're down to 12 numbers here. Okay, so let me take these back, put that back, and put this back. Okay, and you can play around with these filters to get to know them and get familiar with them. Now, I like to bring them back before I implement all the filters, I like to see what the patterns are here. So you have here 1 1, can 2 2 hit? Yeah, it's due. 2 2 is due. How about the fact that is look, 0 0 binary and 0 0 at the end? If you take out 0 0 in the front and end, let's see what we got here. All right, binary. Here, 0 0 and 0 0. 9 numbers and 2 numbers. 11. Okay? So that's how that works. And then you could flip it over to doubles, if you want, with doubles. All right. And then you could go through the same thing with doubles. All right. Now, let me just go over with doubles really quickly. Let me see, filters. All right. So, pair of sums. Let me just do this. Let me turn this back on, all of it. All right. Let me see this calendar for a second. Doubles here. All right, so let us turn all this back on. Just want to see which doubles are more due here. So turn that off, singles and triples. Doubles are hitting multiple times a week. So this is a good thing. So doubles already hit. There's more doubles that are due. So we'll work with doubles, okay? And not even worry about reducing them by pair sum. So, all right, so with doubles, the great thing about doubles, we could go higher. I'm going to go to 300 draws remove. With doubles, I'm going to isolate the doubles right there. We got, look at that. Look at that. You see what I told you? How this program is so simple but very powerful. It just took out 30. It just took out 53 numbers. It left you with 37. If green comes out next, when a double comes out, one of these 37 numbers would be the winner. But we can reduce them even more, okay? And I want to show you here. When you do take out like 30, see here, you still have the greens kind of showing up here. See, there's two reds and then pop the green. One pop green, one pop green, one pop green. See, you want to see something like that, all right? So remember, you could play red or green side. You could play either side. But let's reduce them now. We got doubles isolated, right? See, doubles isolated there. Now look at this. 1, 1, 1 here, and 2 tends to, yeah, 2 is due. But look at here, 11 and 11. You don't see a lot of 11 11s coming out together. So if we took out binary, let's start with binary, 11 on that side. And then look at this, odd, odd, odd. Okay. And 3 3 here, double threes. Let's see if it hits back to back 3 times. No. So let's take out 3 on this side. Okay, left side. Okay, and let's take out of the pair of sums, and let's take out the 11s, the front and back, and odd, odd, odd. So let's do here. We're gonna do 3, 3, 3, taking out 3, 3, 3s. Actually, let's do the 11s, okay, and take the pair of sums are gonna be down here. So we're gonna take out the 3s here like that. All right, 3 like that. All right, and 3 like that. Are you seeing what I'm seeing as I'm doing this? Are you looking at this number here that's making it go down? This, see, we got, guys, we've got 12 doubles here only. Okay? That is not bad at all. All right, and only 18 on that side. We're not stopping yet, okay, with the filtering. Now we're going to go to, let's see, so we took out threes. And this is the thing. Oh, hold on a second. Did we take out the right side of threes? Took out the wrong side of threes, right? We wanted this side, that side, the left side. So here, take out the left side. So it's 16. I was okay, no problem. Any other threes I missed? Yep, that one. Down to 14. And this one. Down back down to 12. All right, not bad. All right, so and then we're gonna take out the 11s, right? We took out the 11s, right? Or not, yeah, we took out the 11s. I wonder if we take out just one of them. Up to 17, 18. Okay. And we were taking out odd, 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 right? So take out odd, odd, odd. All right. Odd, odd. We're down to 10. Down to 10. Not bad at all. Okay. And look, number set is 7. Okay, right there. Let me see what else. Oh, look at this. Odd, odd, even. I don't think odd, odd, even is going to hit again. For the sake of, I mean, we're down low. I mean, come on, from 90 doubles, you're down here to 10. Okay, so let's see. If I take out odd, 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 even, odd, odd, even. All right, so odd, odd, even. How many numbers did I take out? Is it worth it? I took out one number. All right, but basically that's how it works. It's so simple, okay? And it's guaranteed to be the winners, okay? If green hits, it's guaranteed it's going to be one of these two. If red hits, it's guaranteed it's going to be one of these, okay? And as long as the patterns that you removed don't repeat, okay? Obviously, all right? And that is pretty much it. It's as simple as you can get. All right. Now I want to refresh it. I want to show you how I'm going to set up the lotto pool. All right. And lotto pool is going to be easy to set up, but it's going to be so powerful and we're going to win all the time. We are going to focus on these, the 1, 2 pairs, only 4 of them. Okay. So I'm going to use one of them, like 1, 1. First of all, let's see. How many times they hit? Okay, we're up to 730, which is good. See, 1 1, 1 1, 1 1, 1 2. 1 2 hits a lot too. 1 1, a lot of 1 1s. Okay, so 1 1's good. So this is going to be one of the lotto pools. So we're going to isolate 1 1, turn off 1 2, 2 1, 2 2. So, my God, did you just see that? Look at that. Four numbers. Four numbers. Four numbers. Even with red, it's 54 with doubles, triples, and singles. So if you think it's going to be single, you got 28, 29 numbers. 29 numbers you could play. If you simply think that 1 1's going to come out. Okay? If you think, you know, I'll get back to a lot of pool. I just want to show you this real quick. If you think it's 1 2, look, 31 just in red. No green possible. You think it's 2 1, again red, 33. Okay? If you think it's 2 2, you've got one number in green and the rest 26. Wow, see, this is what I'm talking about. The lotto pool. We're going to win almost every day. Every day. And we could play 20 numbers. 20 numbers because it gives us enough to divide amongst the players, a good enough amount of money, like to make it worthwhile. So every number, so whatever the prize is, it'll be divided by what the amount of numbers that are played. So whatever the prize is, divided by 28 numbers. So if people wind up playing more than one number, you'll get paid more than one time. All right. So let me go back to, I said 1 1, right? So, and let me filter. What for filter? Singles and doubles. That's all we did. But when we play lotto pool, we're going to play all of them. Okay. And we're going to be playing, we're going to show you 54 numbers like that. But we're going to reduce this. We're not going to be playing. That's right. We're not going to be playing 730 because we don't have to. We move a 730 draws. We're going to move like 100 or 150. Now look at this. 35 and 19 on that side. Okay? So we'll wind up playing something like that. All right? Showing you numbers like that and playing them. We could also wind up reducing these even more to have the numbers come down. For example, um, if you look at, oh yeah, I know what, because you want to make sure that what you're going to remove is not going to be like making you lose a lot. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. Oh, this is what I want to show you. See here how it's above 30s, it hitting all the time in the hundreds. Look at that. Look at that. Every now and then you get these lower ones, but they tend to hit higher. You see that? They tend to hit higher. Okay, so if we come here and we do by default and we utilize, take them out, it'll be A, B, and C, okay? I know that already. You'd have A, B, and C would be gone. So we'll be dealing with right there, right there, right there, okay? 15 numbers in the red, 30 numbers right there. Only 45 numbers in the lotto pool. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, remember, majority of the time, the A, B, and C doesn't hit. It's higher than 30. So we got that covered. And 1 1 for the lotto pool, not bad. This is absolutely awesome. This is going to create a high amount of wins. Okay, singles, doubles, and triples. Okay, guaranteed the winners will be there when 1 1 hits and without A, B, and C. That's it. That's it. Okay, two filters. Okay, and we're gonna kill it. All right, and that is it for now. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create the official login, sign up and log in, and then the lotto pool. All right. I wish you the best.